Good morning, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and today is day 14 of Inktober 2025, and trying to decide what we should do today. Whew. I just finished emptying and cleaning the litter boxes, and because we have 5 cats, there's a lot of boxes. But today is trash day, and had to get it done. So let's do mittens, I guess, for today. Don't know what colors to do. Could keep it with the autumnal and just do these 3. Certainly we can come up with some mittens. Hi, Janet. Oh, maybe black for outlining. And let's do them as little kid style mittens. You know, the ones where they're just and then we'll do another one down here. And I don't know about y'all, but when I was real little, they always had a crocheted like section that connected the 2 mittens through your sleeves. So they'd go from one mitten up through your coat sleeve, around your neck, down the other sleeve, and attached to the other mitten, so that they would never fall. They would never get lost that way. So let's see. Good morning to Janet and Safia with the strings to go in the coat. Yep. You had elastic. Wow. That makes me think of snap power. But and I don't know how to do these. Yes, Cole. Yes. You want to get to Greg now? Oh, well, I'm busy. Now, don't start a fight with Callie just because you can. He says, I'm going to. I guess I need to go let him out in the bonus room before he gets crazy. Hang on. There's always some cat interruption around here. Callie, let him go out. And this morning, I'm very much feeling like once this bottle of fish oil tablets is done, I'm not going to continue fish oil therapy because I cannot stand burping fish oil. Oh my God, it's been all morning. So I'm done with fish oil unless somebody has some idea of some brand that doesn't give you that nasty burping afterwards. There's nothing like burping fish oil. Ugh. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Dar. So I guess we need to put a red stripe on the mitten right here to connect with the red string that goes up over the top. Oh. I've been up since 3 o'clock. I think I'm going to need a nap, but I have to stay awake so that I can, because Scott drove the truck, he finally figured out what's making it shudder. So I've got to take it over and get one of the tires balanced because the weights fell off. The balancing weights fell off the right rear tire, and that's why the truck is handling so crazily. So I got to do that, and I've got to go and pay the bill at the garage for the oil change and tire rotation on Scott's car. We went and picked it up last night, but I've got to go and pay the bill and get Scott's key fob from the garage. Oh, and now Callie wants out on the porch. I guess I'm going to have to just prop it open. All right. They look like candy canes now. We'll add some other autumnal colors. All right. I will prop this for a little while so you guys can do your own thing without bothering me. And Howard, you can go out on the porch for a while. Hi, Mary. I'm working off your list. Mary gave me a list of things to do for the Inktober, and I'm working my way through her list. Scott got a raise at his job, so that'll be a little bit helpful. I actually have an extra stripe on one glove, but we're not going to worry about it. You're here, and that's all that matters, Melanie. And since Greg was home, you know, he's still recuperating from tearing those tendons and stretching the muscles and stuff in his left hip. And he's feeling well enough and getting around enough. I had him help me get the trash to the curb because when you put 40 pounds of cat litter into the trash can, it's a bit heavy. And we're just going to pretend this kid's mother messed up and knitted an orange stripe in on this one and didn't on that one. And then of course we got to do striped here. Oh, Greg is doing so much better. I think he has to go and get checked out by a doctor before they'll let him return to work. So he's got to time that just right. And I told him, I said, if something's really heavy from now on, make sure you get a second person. I don't care how strong you are. You know, get somebody else to help you, you know, with the heavy stuff so you don't pull more muscles or get hurt in some other way. And I think warehouses should have all that kind of training anyway. But that's the mom in me saying, you know, they need to have training. So I'm going to take my blue, the light blue, and just do like some wispy, windy things in the background just to fill it in. I kind of like it with the background to have something on it, but I'm not doing the spider. So we'll just do I'm hoping the garage doesn't startle me with a huge bill when I go, because Scott provided the oil and everything, so all they had to do is, change the filter and rotate the tires for us. Because we can get oil cheaper at Costco than the garage can get it. So, and they let us do that, so that works out good for everybody. So I trust everybody had a good night and a good start to their Tuesday. So there we go. Yes, he's doing much better. They actually wanted him to take some kind of really strong narcotic type pain reliever. And then they also gave him a prescription for Narcan. And he said, let's just take those two off and I'll just take Tylenol, because even though he probably would have benefited from it, the Narcan was $77, his cost. And I got to thinking, that workers' comp should have covered all of that. But I also told him, I said, don't keep getting hurt at work or they'll let you go, because that's what employers do here. Even if it isn't his fault. And there's one guy, he gets to work and he divvies things up because he's an older guy. And he always gives Greg all the heaviest work. And he takes all the easy, lightweight stuff. So Greg's always getting injured. I mean, he could have lost an eye with that first injury. So I wasn't too happy with him getting hurt again. But it is a danger in a warehouse. All right, here's Mary's list. Let's cross off that we did the mittens. I even printed it out so I can just cross them off as we do them. So there's our Inktober for today, and I will let you guys get your day going. Like I said, I've got to be at the tire place. Scott said they open at 7:30, so I got to be over there in about 30 minutes. Because if I get there first thing, they can quickly do me and get that wheel balanced and back on the truck before they get people waking up and stopping with flats early. So hopefully they can get that tire rebalanced. And I will see you guys later. Hey, and bye, Heather. I'll see you guys later. Bye.